Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the first chapter of your geography, field visit. Before starting the chapter field visit, let's understand what is the field visit. Field visit is collecting the geographical cultural information by actually visiting the particular place. It is known as field visit. It is an important method to study the geography and the cultural or social information of any geographical place. Okay, and this method is known as your field visit. Before going to the field visit chapter, here one conversation is given between the teacher and the students. We have to go through the conversation between the teacher and the student who are going for the field visit. Okay. Before starting the chapter, let's look the importance of the field visit. Field visit helps in understanding the various geographical concepts like elements and process through direct experience. Right? As we visit the place, we directly get the experience of the various geographical concept of particular place that what we are visiting. Next, it helps in understanding the correlation between humans and environment. Now, how the human and environment get interacted and the correlation we get understood because of the field visit. Next, understanding the sensitivity about the historical, social and cultural factors of the geographical place. Okay, because of the visit we can correlate and we understand the sensitivity of the particular place. Okay, now what kind of preparation you can make while visiting the place? First, deciding the place of field visit. You have first decide the place which we are visiting. Then deciding the purpose. For what purpose you are visiting the place? What kind of information you are collecting through the visit? Okay. Then you have to prepare the schedule. What kind of schedule you are having? That you have to prepare. That means how far the place is it from your place. Then what kind of transportation you are taking for the field visit. Okay, so this all have to preparation you have to done before the visit. Then important document later you have to first collect. If the place need any kind of document, letters or any permission, that you have to first collect it and then have to wait to the field visit. Then preparing the questionnaire. What kind of questionnaire you want to, for what kind of information you want to solve from that place. That questionnaire you have to prepare. Okay, so in that way you have to prepare yourself for the field visit. Next step, essential material. What kind of material you should be take with yourself while visiting any place. The very first, notebook to note down every point. Okay, while visiting the place. Second, specimen of questionnaire. Okay, then pen, pencil, scale, compass, container, bag for collecting the sample, maps, camera, first aid box. Okay, all this material you have to be carried out with yourself while visiting the any field visit. Next, what precautions should you take while visiting the any field? A field report should be written on the basis of information obtained after the field visit. Is complete the information about the report writing. Okay. Then obeying the instruction of teachers. First precaution, obeying the instruction. Very important. Okay. Second, then while visiting the place, you should collect the relevant information, not information about anything else. Then ensuring that one does not harm the environment. Okay. Without disturbing the environment, you have to visit the place. Here the small summary I have given you about the field visit. Okay. Now in your chapter, Rahul is going on a field visit with his classmate and the school teachers from Naladurg in Osmanabad district to Alibag in Raigad district. The school has engaged a special bus from the state transport for this purpose. Rahul and his classmates have organized this visit under the guidance of their teachers. let's find out how the student experiencing the changes occurring the relief, soil, vegetation and human settlement as they travel from Naladurg to Alibag. So, beside the personal luggage, iCard students carrying their essential things. Okay. So, before going to the chapter, I want to suggest you students go through the reading of the chapter. While reading of the chapter, just make sure what I have connected you. Okay. Here I am just explaining you the conversation between the teachers and their students and what kind of point they want to point out, okay, through the chapters to you. First, the conversation has started between the teachers who want to refer, who makes that students should reference this point. What kind of point should be referenced? Relief, water bodies, vegetation, soil, agriculture, human settlement and settlement pattern. This are the point was given by the teacher who noted by the students, and students are collecting the information according to this point. Okay. First observation made by the student is about the topography. Topography again uneven or physiography. Arrangement of any area is known as your topography. Okay. So first observation made by the student is undulating topography means the uneven arrangements of the area. Then they again observe about the settlement. Okay. As you read out the chapter, you can easily come to these words. They again made the information about the settlement. Settlement means the types of household. Okay. That is when they are in rural area and when they come into the city or when they cross the city. So in that way they make sure what kind of settlement they observe. Okay. Then again the next point they observe, that is the slope. Next point जो उन्होंने ऑब्जर्व किया है थ्रू आउट द कन्वर्सेशन वो है उनका स्लोप. कि स्लोप कैसा है, जेंटल है, हाई है, मॉन्टेनियस रीजन है, उसमें से डिसाइड करेंगे रीजन कौन से टाइप का है. ओके. सो दे करेक्टेड दैट विद द स्लोप. When they come to the Balaghat range, that is eastern offshoot of Sahyadri, they are keep looking and going to the topography outside, and they are discussing about the landscape. Okay. Then Suraj, one of the student who again said the madam when they came into the rural area. Okay. What they observed, the straight line settlements. Okay. Who the types of the houses which are made up of the mud and wood, which are visible to them. Okay, so that type of settlements they observe, and teachers said them what kind of settlement is. It is a linear settlement. Okay, in that way they conclude that the linear settlements. Okay, that is made up of the mud houses, wood houses, जिसको हम जनरली रेफर करते हैं ढाबेची घर, हम जिसको कहते हैं ढाबे के घर, right? So in that way they again observe the settlement. Next, when they passed towards the city, Solapur city. Okay, what they observe? They observe well organized, well structured architect shops with very modern amenities like a shopping mall, restaurants, very big houses. Okay, that means structure made up of the cements and bricks. Okay, when they came into the Solapur city. Okay, then next they observe the cultivation. What kind of cultivation there? So when they move towards the city, move apart from the city, away from the city, so they observe the types of the cultivation. So mostly we are known, Solapur city is known as the leading producer of sugarcane. That's why what kind of crops they are observing there? Sugarcane. Okay, so वो उन्होंने बताया है किस तरह से वो ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं शुगर केन के, तो उससे उनको ये पता चल रहा है कि सोलापुर इज द लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ द शुगर केन, जो उनकी टीचर उनको कंक्लूड करवा रही है. ओके. नेक्स्ट है अगेन टीचर गिव द इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द कल्टिवेशन अबाउट द इन सोलापुर, दैट इज द मूंग, उड़द एंड अदर पल्सेस व्हिच आर अगेन growing in Solapur. Okay. Again, Solapur has the irrigation facilities. When they move towards the Indapur, so from Solapur to Indapur, they observe the Ujni Dam Reservoir. ओके, वहां पर क्या ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं? उजनी डैम रिजर्वायर उन्होंने ऑब्जर्व किया. वहां पर वो थोड़ी देर क्या होते हैं, थोड़ी देर रुक जाते हैं और कुछ बच्चे क्या करते हैं, वहां पर कुछ पिक्स वगैरह लेते हैं. डिसिप्लिनरी वे में वो खड़े हो जाते हैं. दे ऑब्जर्व ऑल द डैम एंड टीचर गिव द इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द डैम टू देम एंड एज दे मूव टुवर्ड्स द डैम. एंड आफ्टर विजिटिंग द डैम दे अगेन मूव टू द बस एंड कंटिन्यू देयर जर्नी. ओके, नाउ दे आर गोइंग towards the plain region. One of the students remarks the teachers that how the topography here it is seem to be the plain region. The teachers remarks them, yes, we are going towards the plain area of the Deccan Plateau. Okay, which is where towards the westward. After a few hours of journey, they left the main road near हड़पसर and turns towards the सिंहगढ़. ठीक है, वहां पर वो मुड़ जाते हैं, हड़पसर से होते हुए सिंहगढ़ की तरफ मुड़ जाते हैं. ओके, towards the सिंहगढ़. Now there were many big small hotels and food hills. Again, near the सिंहगढ़, what they observe? क्या ऑब्जर्व करते हैं वो जब when they come to the सिंहगढ़? They observe the what they observe, that is near the fort many restaurants, then your what is that hotels they observe near the Singhgad. Okay, so in that way they notice the and they visit the Singhgad. Then next they went towards the Naladurga. Where the Naladurga they saw the semi-arid thorny types of vegetation. Okay, and they observe the vegetation is an indicator of amount of rainfall. Obviously, हम लोगों ने लास्ट ईयर पढ़ा है कि वेजिटेशन हम कहीं पर अगर ऑब्जर्व करते हैं, इंडिकेटर ऑफ दी दैट रेनफॉल, हाउ रेनफॉल ऑकरिंग एट दैट प्लेस. ओके, इट्स अ हाई रेनफॉल, लो रेनफॉल, मॉडरेट. ओके, इन दैट वे वी कैन मेक the correlation between the vegetation and the rainfall. Okay, vegetation is an indicator of the differences in precipitation. Yes, of course. What are the other indicators? Then structure of horses, again very important indicator of the your rainfall. Okay, then costume, second diet that we are taking is again one of the most important factor of the precipitation. Okay, now come to the chapter. We are discussing about the Singhgad. Okay, now we will climb to the top and you will see the offshoots of the Western Ghats. As they go to the Singhgad, they observe the offshoots of the your Western Ghats. They will carry their iCard, notebook, pen, pencil, everything with them, and they climb the Singhgad fort. Okay, now returning from Singhgad, now again they enter into the next in the bus and they observe the undulating plains. Okay, that is a rugged topography with this high hill altitude and hence they experience the clouds there. Okay, so that again teacher explain them about the physical feature of the rock pinnacles, valley and hills of layer. Okay, what the students have observed. Then again they moves from the basalt igneous type of rock. They again came into the conclusion and teachers again explained them about the rainfall, amount of rainfall, similar fort-like structure of the that particular area. So in that way teacher conclude them how we can make sure about the visiting the field while and relating it with our knowledge of geography. Okay, so in that way they visit the next and come to the Naladurga, and as they come to the Naladurga, they conclude that it is built on a hill and this was built with the view of security to keep an eye on the surrounding. Naladurga is a fort on the land and such fort is heritage of our state. Okay, here again teacher took them to which the Pithalkhora. Pithal Kitalkhora, the students observe there and many similar stalls they observe there. After spending a little time seeing a fort, students come down and they visit to the next. Okay. Now, day second schedule, 7 hours after breakfast. Now, teachers and students are moving towards the Alibag through the Mumbai-Pune Expressway. Okay, and after this, now they came to the Lonavala. At the Lonavala, they get stopped at Rajmachi point, and teacher get the information about the various reliefs and the features. And they start their journey. After moving from Lonavala, they came to the Khopoli, where again at Khopoli they stop there and start to visit the Khopoli and consider the different physiographical regions and the features of the Khopoli. Okay, then teachers give the information about them: industrial area, ghats, forests, spas, paddy fields. Okay, here. Then after visiting Khopoli, teachers ask them the field changes in the air because of the increase in the humidity in the air. Okay, so again teacher marks them the changes in the humidity what the students have feel. Okay, that means they are moving towards the towards the sea area. Okay, now teachers again correct their observation because of the heavy rainfall nearness to the sea. It happens. Okay, because of the rainfall. Then after that, after coming to the Arabian Sea, teacher give the information about the Alibag and make the sure student to go to lodge and visit the Talati office and gather the information. Whatever the questionnaire, the student have to be prepared, and student collect the information whatever the questionnaire they have prepared. So in that way, student perform the field visit. Okay. So we will go through the questions of the field visit, whatever given in your textbook. Okay. The very first questions that is given on your page, textbook page 1. If you are part of the field visit, what preparation will you make? Suppose teacher asks you to plan the visit, how will you plan the details of the trip? How will you make preparation for the field visit when your teacher asks you to do so? Okay, it's a practice question paper I am taking here. We will make the following preparation while planning the details. First of all, we are deciding the place. What kind of place we want to visit, route, location, distance, transportation. Okay, in that way, first decide the place. Second, purpose. Deciding the purpose. That is the aim. And learning objectives, learning outcomes from that visit that we are deciding. Okay. Then collecting and obtaining documents. If we need any documents, permissions, or any necessary permission letters, okay, or location of the map, we have to collect that documents. Then preparing the questionnaire. If we have visited the place, so we have to prepare the questionnaire as per the purpose of the field visit. For example, if you are visiting the any place, you want to gather the information about the farmer or working in the farm. So for which crops is the land is suitable, what is the method of cultivation, how do they protect their crops from any harm, what type of irrigation system they adopted. So in that way, we have to prepare the questionnaire about the field visit. In the 10th standard board, only the questionnaire, question and question answer asked on the field visit. The question may be asked for 1 mark. Okay, 1 mark का question भी आपको आ सकता है इसके ऊपर से. Okay, true false, right, wrong. इस तरह का क्वेश्चन आपको इसमें से पूछा जाता है. सेकंड क्वेश्चन आस्क अबाउट ज्योग्राफिकल रीजन के लिए अगर क्वेश्चन पूछा जा रहा है, ठीक है. फॉर एग्जांपल, वेजिटेशन इज इंडिकेटर ऑफ द रेनफॉल, ठीक है. तो इसके लिए भी आपको ज्योग्राफिकल रीजन के लिए भी इसको क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है 2 या 3 मार्क्स के लिए. ओके. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन व्हिच मे बी कम फ्रॉम दिस चैप्टर इज अबाउट इन डिटेल, ठीक है. डिटेल क्वेश्चंस ये सब और में दे दूंगा आपको. डिटेल क्वेश्चन ये भी इसके लिए पूछा जा सकता है. So better होगा while preparing this chapter, you have to be prepared yourself for the question and answer. Okay. So go through the chapter at least once, read and go through the question answer of this chapter. Okay. Because only the question answer is going to be asked in your board papers. Okay. Here we end the chapter. Thank you.